in store here in Inglewood, California, SoFi Stadium, and what has become a really fun bowl extravaganza, the Art of Sport LA Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Louisville Cardinals, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Texas State Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Texas State's offense will get first crack at it today. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with a W.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
How nice is it in an offense where you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
He's got it. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. The Bobcats are rolling down the field. Looking downfield, it's Sparks. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And the Bobcats in a good spot here with second and short. Leaves it with the back. The ball pops out. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Knocked that, hits the accelerator to the right. At the 20. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position. So Louisville's offense has the ball for the first time. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
The Bobcats had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. They'll go right back to him. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And the Bobcats will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Quarterback looks for a little space. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. The defense calls a timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. And the D deny them on second and goal. Send the tight end in motion. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Bobcats.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking to pass, it's Adams. It's complete. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
Let's take a look at the big picture for Louisville. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. 4-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
And the Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Now the play fake. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. And here comes the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And some room to work. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. They finally get him stopped. This veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going for the big play.
Oh, that is a sensational individual effort. Did you see how he dove and completely stretched out? The fact that he was able to reel that in is just unbelievable. I don't even think the head coach or quarterback can believe he was able to make that diving catch.
Back to throw, it's Sparks. Quarterback just flat missed it, incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bobcats. On to attempt to try. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's involved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Shakes off and runs through another one. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Brown has it. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. As as they get set to snap at time, winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that falls incomplete as they tried to wrap up the first quarter with a bang, but the incomplete pass takes us to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter. Texas State has the lead here. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. To throw, it's Adams. He's not afraid to go deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Cardinals decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. On the move at the 30. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Pulls it in. It's Reddick. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Clay. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lewis. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go with a direct snap. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Texas State.
Well, this offense needed a touchdown. No doubt that that was the guy the QB was going to be looking for on that play.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So it's an 80-yard drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
All right, guys, let's talk for a minute about Louisville. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help them out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
The play action fake. Got his man. At the 40, there he goes. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Let's take a look at the big picture for Louisville. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place.
Breaks into the open. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Adams. Quickly complete. Headed to the end zone, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Cardinals!
You got to wonder if that's going to be the play that changes the momentum in this game for the offense. It had been tough. They were up against it here early in the game, but the quarterback now is starting to find a little bit of a rhythm. Really nice touch and throw on that touchdown. And here we go. This might be the play that gives them their confidence.
On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
Why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop down right now before the half? They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
Fires to the wideout. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Got his man down the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Adams. He'll pull it down. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
You know, we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defense players, and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Reese, we figured we might get an LA Bowl that would have social media buzzing, and through 2 quarters of football, indeed, that is the case. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25.
With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the finish of the LA Bowl.
The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. And sort of an ugly first half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure...
Lost one deep down the right side. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
I I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels...
There he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Fires to the right. It's caught. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to pass, it's Adams. Sets up the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Finds his man, it's Golden. He snagged him, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. May change this route. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. With the catch, it's Browning. Turning it on. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Clock ticking away as we have 4 minutes left here in the third. He leaves it with his back. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice game.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling in the ground.
He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And the Bobcats have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just
touchdown, Texas State. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. Your field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make it.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Give to Brown. Oh, he's got a chance. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's got it again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Cardinals will punt this one away. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Fighting off the defender. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They're just handing the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No serve, no moss. Get it together.
Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. We've come to the break, and Texas State has the lead. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Wide receiver comes in motion. That's caught. It's Reddick. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bobcats are on the move. Dropping back, it's Sparks. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality.
Oh, he's got some space.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Finds his man. It's Browning. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. And the Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball. And because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it. 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
And you're trying to get the ball to the running back quick and let him get some space, but there was absolutely no space. They penetrated quickly, and they got him before he could even get going.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Browning. Turning on the Jets. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. And if they can find the end zone here, that might she wrote. First and goal. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. Back to pass. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Nice execution by this defense on second and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And look at the quarterback, look at the players on offense. They're overlooking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays. First
touchdown, Bobcats. And the route is on.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Texas State, 35.
On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Looking to throw, it's Adams. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Catch in the middle, it's Hughes. Tripped up for the tackle.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Shotgun snap on third down. Bears the pressure. Takes a hit as he fires. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw, and he's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 35. And the Cardinals want to crank the tempo.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Looking to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville! Fitted in the window for the score. They'll line up to go for 2.
Yeah, and you look for the big fellas down here in the red zone. You want to run the football, you want to be physical, and then you play action, and you got the big target, throw it up to him. He does the rest with the soft hands and getting the touchdown.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute good.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Here on third down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll give it to the back. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Quarterback making checks. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Complete out of the backfield. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The Bobcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He's trying to get it in. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. They've been...
And he gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Scanning the field, it's Sparks. And as he throws, right through his hands, he had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. They want to throw it. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Bobcats. And the pummeling has started.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
Texas State, 42. Louisville, 19.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Quarterback on the keeper. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Every second is meaningful, and they save a few of them with the spike.
On the play. Brings up 3rd down.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking the deep shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He'll try to take it back. The 40.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter. Get your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Looking for a man. It's Sparks. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
A strike downfield. Touchdown, Texas State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session. because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out and figure out what your offense